I just did a mile on the local track. I'm glad I stayed local before I started my run. So this was warm up because I have 2 gear malfunctions already. The Solomon flask extended straw here is leaking, so I got to change that out right away. I'm gonna go back home. And this clasp on the Solomon vest, and I love Solomon. I've had this for like 4 years, so it's about time. The clasp here is giving way and loosening up, so I'm gonna change the vest. So luckily I have multiple vests, but yeah, I got a lot of wear out of this vest, so I'm gonna change that out, and then I'm gonna do my workout in the Next Percent 2 shoes from Nike. What I'm finding already is that I have to pick up my feet a little more. I'm once in a while scuffing the bottom of the shoe. The stack height is so high. Okay, we're trying this again with a different vest and a different flask. I had a little droplet of water on my glasses. I don't know if it was from sweat or my flask, but I went to clean my glasses and I just about stepped on a dead rat that was in the middle of the street. I'll save you the disgust, and I didn't have my camera out anyway. But yeah, that's a first. The timer was not on top. The air quality looks okay today. I'm going to the second of maybe 6 tracks. Just did a mile on this track. Just took some water. There's hardly anybody here. There's some guy walking his dog over there and a woman exercising. So I don't even have my mask on. This track is a little bit dusty. The wind blows and the dust wafts up and goes in my face. I'm gonna try the 3rd track. The shoes are feeling a bit better now. I'm lifting my feet a little bit more because I was trying to go a little faster on this lap instead of just a jog. So let's try track number 3. That was a 8:17 mile. That one was like a 8:30 or 8:20 something, half marathon pace for me. That was the 3rd track. So I have a distance to get to the next track so I can talk to you. By the way, I'm doing all this in one day, all the different tracks. This is not broken up. And I'm jogging between the tracks. I like to do track to track because it keeps me off the road. I can concentrate on running times, you know, intervals and tempo and stuff. So the shoes. Okay, I found a wall. At first look, it doesn't look like your heel is snug, but it actually is, because there's a cup in here, and then there's also a strip of foam and a little bit of a lip on the top. If I want more heel lockdown, I can actually go to the next lacing hole right here. Yeah, but it's just so thin that there's like a bend, a crease here, just at the lip. I mean, it's just the top here, and then it's snug right here. This one is closed today. Gotta find another track. This is Nangol. Is anybody in there? So I could try the other side of the school if there's people in there. Nope. All right, I'm gonna go up to Jengguo Technical College. Maybe the stadium. I just ran into running buddy JC. He gave me a jayo on the road. I want to quickly get my. I'm very close. I want to get my 10K really quick here. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Just got a 10K in under an hour.
Congratulations.
I'm doing track to track today.
Oh, were you at the Jengguo?
No, I'm gonna hit that on the way home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't breathe with the mask on. Whew.
It's pretty difficult.
Yeah. Sorry about the wind, everybody.
Switch to what gear?
I switched the vest, and I switched my long straw was leaking and it was flying all over the place. Probably. Oh, it's nice to see you, man. So you're in like every one of my videos.
You were crossing the road. You kind of waved at me like you're some kind of movie star. I'm not sure about Jengguo either. I tried to go through the main gate, and they told me not to go in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just run right through there every week.
Through the main gate?
Well, I go in the back.
Okay, the back.
And leave the front. And yes, somebody I think said something to me as I was leaving. I thought he was just saying hello. But he told you not to go in?
Yeah, the guard told me not to go in.
Well, maybe you just have to register with your cell phone.
Nope, he said we don't allow outsiders in.
Oh, foreigners?
Not foreigners.
Anybody
outsiders.
outside. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're not affiliated with the school.
Not open. 没有打开.
Okay, thank you for that tip, because I would have, because Jingle was right there, he could see it. Anyway, so I only have like a half hour to get home, so I'm going to head out. So, hello and goodbye. You got your race shirt from Gaume. Long sleeve, you're going to be hot. It is hot.
Oh, yeah, but
you can go shirtless.
I want to protect my, my very fragile skin.
Okay. By the way, this is going to be an update on these shoes.
How are they feeling?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I made a couple comments already.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see once I get to the end of my 15K. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Keep me updated.
Take care.
All right.
That was fun. I just did some like bounding down hills. Well, first I did it uphill to get to the stadium where I met JC, and that was fine. And then I was going like 7:30 pace down the hill. The cushion on these shoes, it's just phenomenal. Feels awesome. And then I did like a sidewalk, brick sidewalk test where I was running on uneven surface, and that was good too. All right, so now I got to belt out 2 miles real quick here. Try to get home. I bet you forgot about the dead rat. If you don't like dead rats, avert your eyes. I guess I'm back in time because I can hear my wife playing piano upstairs. So the takeaway with these shoes, run felt pretty good. It's not without, some pain, but I think it's just existing problems like with my Achilles tendon that I've had. Hopefully this is a good shoe to, recover in and not make injuries progress. Maybe that whole 4% thing. Well, I think it was legit, but maybe Nike tells you to run fast, so you can run faster in these shoes. There's like this expectation now that you have to go faster. Today I have a date with the Vaporflies again. In my last video I noticed this little cutout, and maybe it's for this, I can feel a tendon right here when I flex. When I put the shoe on, I want to make sure that that line matches up with this line. Let's get that right. Okay, that looks about right now. Today I'm gonna do the lose your lunch test. Technically that was my breakfast. I'm gonna walk around for a couple minutes as a warm-up. I jog a little bit and then 1 mile out, take a slight rest, and 1 mile back. If you haven't seen Nick Simmons' video, he does a couple tests on the first generation Vaporfly. One of his tests was running in, I believe it was Hoka. He did a mile at his marathon pace, which was like 6:30 or something. Much faster than me. Well, he was an Olympian, right? He then took those shoes off, the slight rest, and he did another mile in the Vaporfly. And what he found after 200 meters or 200 yards is that his heart rate was actually 1 or 2 beats lower on average for that second mile when running in the Vaporfly. Very interesting. Secondly, he did a vertical jump test, and I believe he jumped like 4 inches more in the Vaporfly, so they're said to have kind of a trampoline effect, which I'm feeling right now as I'm walking. I think it's worth mentioning that when I untie my shoes, I get these little knots at the end of the laces. I don't know why. I think it's because they're so thin. These are smaller than, not as wide as any lace, and probably thinner than any lace I've had. So they're really, it's easy to get into a knot. I don't know how to explain it. And it happened 3 times, so I think it's notable. I did my third run, my third quality run, let's say. It's technically my fourth run in the next percent too. And I found there's a curious phenomenon here, and I don't know if it's the shoe, but I was running at a comfortable pace, what I thought was my marathon pace in my tempo run. And every time I looked down, I was going like 10K or half marathon pace when I thought I was going marathon pace. Is it the shoe? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I had my vitamins before my run today instead of after like I usually do. Maybe it's because I'm running on the FIRST program. If you don't know what that is, look it up. FIRST, where you have rest days between your runs. Not actually rest days. You're doing cross training on the days that you're not running. You don't have all that pounding. So maybe I'm well rested. Maybe that's why. But I just felt really good. The reason why I'm on the FIRST program is I just think it suits me as a master's over 50 runner who is prone to injury sometimes. I think I've mentioned this program many times before on my channel. Love it. And I love the shoes. Sorry to show you the dirty bottom of my shoe, but another thing I noticed in watching other videos, and something that I didn't mention before, in my first video I mentioned the EVA I was fearing would deteriorate quite quickly. But what I've found, let me get my screwdriver. And in other iterations of this shoe, they have these strips here and here in a different color to show you that there is a difference. I'm pressing down with the screwdriver, and then watch here. See that? This is harder. Look at the tip. Should also mention the Vaporfly. I did try that shoe out in the department store, and I ran around, and in the sole part, the balls of your feet, they have these little air pods. And I just didn't feel right when I was running around in the store. So I ended up getting these. A lot of people on the internet, a lot of YouTubers are saying that they would rather run 5Ks and 10Ks in this shoe. They talked about cornering better. As far as the long run, like a half or a full marathon, they preferred the Vaporflies if you're not an elite runner. Can you see that? A thread sticking out already. What if I pulled on it and the whole thing went? It's 21 degrees Celsius today. It's nice for running. I'm gonna do my final test before publishing this video. There's wetness on the road, so I'm gonna see how these perform on wet surfaces. We got concrete. We got this terrazzo stuff. This seems a little bit slippery on the wet areas. We got brick with flower petal droppings. After my warm-up, I found that I had to run home and use the restroom, and there was no time to unlace, so I found it is easy to step on the horn back here to kind of pry your foot out in an emergency. They're a little bit tougher to get on than the average shoe. All right, I'm in. It's officially raining. I'm on set number 2 of 1200s, 2 out of 4, done. I'm on my 2-minute break. Vaporflies, next percent 2 are working well on the asphalt. That's cute. We're behind the train station right now. Here's Santa. Oh crap, it's starting to rain harder. Third 1200 down. I'm even running over some of these metal gratings, like my foot plant, because I don't want to break stride. And I don't want to go over there because of the motorcycles. So I'm even stepping on these things. And yeah, they are a little slippery. Wet metal is slippery, But when I was doing my 1200, I didn't fall. I didn't slip. But walking here, just rubbing my foot over them, yeah, they're slippery. But I think that would be true for any shoe. So I'll just kind of hug this line. And if I ever have to cross, I'm gonna stay on, not even a foot off the zebra crossing. Because if something would happen, I wanna be in the legal right. The shoes are high enough where I can stand in puddles. My feet are a little wet. I think it's a combination of sweat and the rain. But I think with the mesh, the water would be draining out, so I'm not sloshing around. The inner sole is really thin, so it's not gonna act like a sponge, I think. Here he comes. So, is it giving you a mechanical advantage? I'd say yes, but all the major shoe brands are doing that now. This huge stack height with the foam, the carbon plates, the extended heel, relatively significant heel to toe drop. It's working for the elites. Why can't it work for you and me? In fact, at the high level, we're talking about, a significant advantage or a significant increase would be just a few seconds. But for us, I would argue that we can have benefits of 10, 15, 20 minutes in longer races. If you feel less tired, you can go further and faster. If the cushioning and the energy return are saving you from the pounding, the repetitive pounding, nothing but good. This is a very wet runner's garden signing off.